Hello friends, today we can see a new topic in applied thermodynamics, which is the name of the topic is battery ignition system. So battery is one of the energy stored device, and it can be stored the energy and it can be utilized when and as required. By using this stored energy, we can adopt various systems. Particularly talking about particular subject, we can mostly use the battery into the ignition system of IC engine. Mostly it is used in four-wheelers, but nowadays it can be used into two-wheeler also. Battery ignition system is used in automobile to produce the sparks in the spark plug with the help of battery. It is generally, we can say, one type of stored energy which is used to generate the sparks, while the spark plug will be generate the sparks and the cycle runs very smoothly. Now, the main components of battery ignition systems are ignition switch, battery, ignition coil, and resistors, contact breakers, distributors, capacitors, and at the end of it, we can utilize it with the spark plug. Now, what kind of things we can see in the battery ignition system? It trigger out the system, and the spark will get ignited on the fuel. This fuel we can see will get burned, and the cycle of the IC engine is in the moving condition. By talking about the parts, we can contribute these parts one by one. The first one is ignition switch. It is used for on and off the engine, and one end of the switch is connected to primary winding, while as another point is connected to coil via ballast reservoir, and another end which is connected to battery. Basically, when the key is put inside the turn and switch is on and position, then circuit is completed, and which is generally often as a closed circuit. When moved towards off, then the work as open, and nowadays the switch is replaced by the push button. For the advanced automobile engineering is advances, and we can convert this kind of switches into push button type switches. Another part which is battery. It is a battery which is provided the supply to individual current and the ignition system. It is more specifically of ignition coil. Now, the voltage for the battery is around 6 volt to 12 volts, and now for four-wheeler or heavy vehicle, it is up to 24 volt also. In automobile, there are two types of battery are widely used. One of is lead acid battery, and another one is alkaline battery. Although there is also zinc acid battery and lithium ion battery is also used in modern vehicles. The third part of the battery ignition system is ignition coil. It is the main junction of you can see the main part of the battery ignition system. The main purpose of this step is the battery voltage, and so it is sufficient to generate the spark. It is working as a step of transformer. Like an electric transformer, if there is a requirement of power generation, then it gives the power to the ignition purpose, and there is a maximum power supply, then it can be stored as in form of energy into under circuit. In the same system, the battery can be worked, which have the less turn, and other one is secondary, which is higher number of turn. The distributors of the battery ignition system is to multi-cylinder engine, and it is the purpose is to regulate the spark of the spark plug as into the correct sequence, that is when and as it is required. Now, brush are given into the starter motor, and it is consist of carbon brushes which is slide over the metallic section and in the distributor gap. In this type, another type is gap type, which is arm is passed through the metallic section and can cup but does not touches the surface of the distributor cap. That is why it is called gap type distributor. Then the capacitor and the spark plug are the end user final parts of the battery ignition system. The capacitor and spark plug are the two major parts of the battery ignition. The capacitor is the strong device where the electrical energy is stored, and it is fitted parallel to the contact breaker. When the current drops, then it is supplied to the additional current, so the spark plug is produced. It is made up of two metallic parts and separated by air or any other insulating material. The end use part of the particular system is spark plug. Spark plug is another important part of the battery ignition system, and the actual spark is generated for the combustion of fuel fin. If there is the more than one spark plug exists, then each one is connected separately with the distribution given to the spark, and in the sequence, the sequential operations can be performed with the help of battery ignition system, and battery is easily portable and it can be easily fitted along the two-wheeler and also in the four-wheeler. So, today's topic on the battery ignition system is over. We have met in applied thermodynamics in another topic. Thank you very much.